We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Hector Velasquez is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Into the box, Joey Wendell, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Joey Wendell.
From the stretch, here's the pitch, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him, and to boot, the defense was on its heels.
This one's down to third. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Standing in, Jose Martinez. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's coming off a nice month where he hit 8 home runs. That's like 2 every week. If you could throw out 2 every week, you're going to have big numbers at the end of the year, and that's what he did last month. It showed me a lot about who he is and the power he has.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Tampa. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball, the show. Charlie Morton will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, they come into Game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in Game 2.
2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. Now the 2-0 home.
I got 3-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that's over. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the second baseman, Dustin.
There's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set, and the pitch.
That's a ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Benintendi on at first, nobody out. Three and 0 now. J.D. Martinez waits on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's J.D. Martinez. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
A 1-0 delivery.
Ball 2.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Three and 1 to Martinez.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
from the stretch.
0-1 the count.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Tried to hold up there, appealed down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Chavis. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1. Morton has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Rafael Devers waits on deck. Second and third here, one man out. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 3-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
And it's fouled away. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier is camped under this one, and that's out number 2. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. Looking at the stat sheet, I was just blown away. He has 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. He's the guy you can't let beat you if you're on the other team, and we'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
To the plate now, Christian Vasquez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Now in the box, Alex Verdugo. He represents the 8th man to bat here in the first with 4 runs already on the board. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0 home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Meadows moving back at the track. The wall. Gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Walking around the cage during BP, they talked about wanting to be aggressive early in this one, and they've done exactly that. Second home run already in the first inning.
Colin Poche comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning.
Colin Poche.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Swinging a ball lifted into straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and that retires the side. But not before they come up with 6 runs this half inning on the strength of a couple of home runs. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 6, the Rays nothing. Striding into the box, Brandon Lau. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
He's set. Here it comes. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, and it's belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Bradley to the track. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Digging in, Willie Adames. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty, one man out. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Now this gets all the way to the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One out and a runner on second base. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Hit back up the middle. Gloved by Bogaerts. And that's the second out.
Batting it, the catcher, Mike.
Man at second here with two away, and that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rays answer right back on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 6, the Rays 1. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
A ball and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
So now to the plate, Dustin Pedroia. Fly ball, not particularly deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2-1. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Oh, and 2 home now to Bogaerts. Popped him up. Choi waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled straight back, and that got up here to the press box. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Got him. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Back to the top of the order now, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. He's set, and the pitch. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Wendell A 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the left fielder, Jose Martinez.
Ready now, Jose Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Pedroia has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They trail 6-1. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Chaz Rowe is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So striding in, Michael Chavis. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
The last at that, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's in there for strike 1. Rowe was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Here now is Rafael Devers as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Devers is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Rowe, an Ohio native. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Out of play off to the right.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. Drilled down the line. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They lead it 6-1. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Austin Meadows comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And right into the shift, but a foul ball, 1-1. High and deep down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, number 8.
So digging in now, Brandon Lau. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. Lifetime versus this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Andrew Benintendi. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
A 1 pitch on its way.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Base hit into right center.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Weak grounder down the line at third. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4 full. The Red Sox on top, 6-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs. So he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
Leading off with the
Thank you, Heidi.
The shortstop.
Digging in, Willie Adames. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The 0-2 once more. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Yandy Diaz.
So striding forward now, Yandy Diaz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he drops it.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in this stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
So here's Mike Zunino as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game. The 1-2.
Smoke toward third. Devers gloves it. Pedroia on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Peter Fairbanks, the right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Peter Fairbanks.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
J.D. Martinez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hits this one hard the other way, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. A runner at first with no outs here. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Meadows moving back. He can't get to it. This one's down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
So here's Michael Chavis now as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Two and 1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Line drive, base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Devers is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian.
You'd have thought someone had a radar gun on him with the effort he put into that throw. That's a cannon of an arm right there.
Runners are at second and third here with only one away. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Red Sox settle for just the one. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Red Sox 7, the Rays 1. Now to the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Kevin Kiermaier.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. Bradley is right there, one down.
Now batting.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Joey Wendell digs in now. A hit in. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we take a look at where he sits on the Tampa Bay leaderboard, he currently checks in with the 5th best total on the ball club. Ready once again, Jose Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Meadows. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Shot toward right center, and this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. Wendell isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Now the relay home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Brandon Lau, as he rips it on the ground to second. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Red Sox 7, the Rays 2. So stepping in, Alex Verdugo. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Alex.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Center fielder Jackie Bradley Jr.
Now batting, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. He pulls this one into right. Meadows is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Two men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here's the 2-1 home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Justin Pedroia.
At the plate, Dustin Pedroia. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
From the stretch. Hard ground ball to third. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They're on top 7-2. Now at the plate, Ji-Man Choi. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, as it's now a 7-3 game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Into the box, Willie Adames. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike.
One strike.
The 2-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Heath Hembry comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Stepping in now, Yandy Diaz, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Yandy Diaz goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. Here now is Mike Zunino. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Zunino is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good.
Nope. Ball 1.
Down and away, ball 1. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
1 and 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And Benintendi's got it to end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Rays get one back here thanks to the solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Rays 3. Nick Anderson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Nick Anderson.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First offering on its way.
1-0.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Two-0 count. The pitch hit hard back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove, and not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball.
Anderson, a right-hander going 6'5". He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Stepping into the box, Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 count and the pitch. Pitch is high. The throw is right there as Zunino made that caught stealing look easy. This is hit the other way out toward left field. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
In now, Christian Vasquez, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals, and a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Red Sox leave one. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Matt Barnes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 32, Matt Barnes.
Striding forward now is the DH, Joey Wendell. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Oh and 1. Here it comes. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Barnes comes into the day third in all-star balloting among relievers, so we'll wait and see if he ends up receiving an invite.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bogarts has it. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Now batting, the left fielder.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Upon video review, the call of safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
So now to the plate, Jose Martinez, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Standing in, Austin Meadows. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. And that one is gone. It's a solo home run for Austin Meadows. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
He's set, and the pitch. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Fouled off. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Rays get one back here thanks to the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Red Sox 7, the Rays 4. Jose Alvarado is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Jose Alvarado.
Digging in now, Alex Verdugo. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
The 0-2 delivery. Pops this one up. Alvarado has a play, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. First pitch of the at-bat. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 home. Count even now at 1-1. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there. Probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Two and one now to the Boston leadoff hitter.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Now the 2-1. It doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. Runner at second here with one man out. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Dustin.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. From the stretch, heading out towards shallow right. Meadows in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now back, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fastball just inside.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-0. Popped up. Diaz is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Boston strands a couple. They hold a 7-4 lead. Ji-Man Choi will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Brandon Workman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Brandon Workman.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Verdugo waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Out of play. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Tampa Bay, good night.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Bo Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Hector Velasquez with his 4th win this season. Charlie Morton struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Brandon Workman hammers down the save, his 14th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Rays, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.